Hello, this is Isha and welcome back to my channel. What I'm talking about today is a little scientific, a little biological probably, but super beneficial. What I'm talking about today is all about intermittent fasting. A lot of you guys on Instagram have asked me what is the real reason that I do intermittent fasting and how do I actually do it. And let's talk a little bit about a few tips that I have for you guys. If you're looking to do intermittent fasting, here are a few things that you should actually know. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Before we start talking about our scientific subject today, go ahead and click the subscribe button on my channel. Also give this video a thumbs up, and now let's get straight into the points. Fasting has existed actually for decades. It's something that people have been doing for centuries unconsciously. The time when we sleep is also a type of fast because our body is technically not gaining any food or any extra energy at that time. So while you sleep, you're actually kind of fasting anyway. Also, human beings from decades have been fasting at times of stress. Let's say when you have your exams. You know how a lot of people deal with that stress in a way that they stop eating because they just can't seem to digest anything perfectly anymore? That is like a defense mechanism of your body. It automatically just wants to fast, and that actually works wonders. I have my notes here because I want to come here with facts. Now, for people who actually confuse intermittent fasting with starving, you guys are absolutely wrong, because intermittent fasting is literally just fasting. You can select the amount of hours that you want to fast, but you're not really starving yourself. Starving literally results in malnutrition, and with intermittent fasting, this is not usually our goal. Our goal is to have like a set period of time where we eat our food, and then the rest of the time we are not even touching the food, which, damn, it's so hard to do, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Another reason that you cannot really compare starving with fasting is because when you starve, you have no energy. That's when you reach the level of starvation. When you're fasting, you're doing this by choice, and you're doing this just for a set number of hours, as I said. Also, in fasting, your body already has enough energy stored which can be used for your daily activities. So you're not really malnutrition or anything like that, with due respect. Now let's come to the main points. Why I love to do intermittent fasting myself is because, by the way, can you guys just ignore my hair today because it's such a mess today? I just didn't have the time. Why do I actually do intermittent fasting? So if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know I love food. I just love everything sweet. I eat sweets a lot. I love junk. I love food in general. I love eating literally everything, like everything. So for me, that is a way that I kind of manage to balance myself. Sometimes I eat a lot of crap, and then in my mind I know, okay, you know what, now I'll have to do my intermittent fast the next day, which means that for 16 to 20 hours I'm not gonna eat anything. I'll just have some water, probably black coffee, but with 0 calories, maybe have a little green tea, and that is honestly very satisfying, knowing the fact that I've been eating a lot yesterday, but then today I'm doing this fast. So it just helps balance out everything, if that makes sense. It's really satisfying for my soul, as well as mentally it keeps me kind of in control. Obviously it does kind of somewhat help with the weight loss, because I know a lot of you guys who must be watching this video right now are really concerned about weight loss, and I can tell you and I can assure you actually that intermittent fasting does help you lose weight, which is really amazing. But it has a lot more other benefits than just that. Once you start doing intermittent fasting, you're going to notice that the fat distribution in your body actually goes to the right parts, so you become kind of lean but curvy at all the right places, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, now the next question you guys ask a lot is, how do I actually fast? Like, how do I begin with this process? So to really make it easy for you guys, what I actually do, it's very easy. 5 hours before you go to sleep, let's just say, stop eating. So that's 5 hours. Then you sleep for another 7 to 8 hours, let's say, or more or less, whatever. Then you add those hours, and then when you wake up for another few good hours, don't eat. So when you count, this is like a window of probably 16 to 17 hours, and that is a good start. So stop eating before you go to sleep, actually a few hours before you go to sleep, and then when you wake up in the morning, also for a few hours, just don't eat. Have a late lunch. This is what I usually do. So I have like a very late lunch. and then I stop eating after that, and then the next day it kind of repeats. I don't do that every single day, but I do it every other day. So if you have anything going on in the family, so if I've ended up eating a lot more, you know, then the next day I know I'm definitely going to be fasting for a good 16 to 20 hours. Now, how do you actually start with your fasting journey? To be honest, there is no really hardwired rule to that. You can actually fast for 14 hours, you can also fast for 16 hours, you can also fast for 20 hours. Some people actually also fast like a whole day, which is like a 24-hour fast. So they would eat one day, but then the next day it's a 24-hour fast. That's what a lot of people do. Some people also do, I think, the 5 to 2, where you eat for, correct me if I'm wrong, but you eat for 5 days and then 2 days you fast, or you eat for 2 days and 5 days you fast. There's something like that. There's like so many ways of fasting, and a lot of people follow different rules. To be honest, I don't really follow any rules. I just do it randomly, maybe 14 hours sometimes. Sometimes I can go up to 20 hours if I know that I have eaten a little too much, and then I can manage to do 20 hours. It's really satisfying for my soul. As I said, it really gives me that feeling that I'm in control of my own life. I really love intermittent fasting. It really gives you a very, very satisfying feeling. Once you start doing that, you will understand what I'm actually talking about right now. Let's talk about the benefits. There's a lot of benefits when you start researching about this. So the main reason why I really hopped onto this bandwagon of intermittent fasting is because when I started researching about the benefits, I was obviously intrigued by the benefit of weight loss or weight control as per se, but I also was a bit more interested in the biological things that happen within your body. So when you fast, there's a lot of changes that happen within the cells of your body. So you get more energy, your glucose levels actually go down, the human growth hormone increases, and that results in better skin, that also results in weight loss, that also results in tighter skin and reduced cellulite. Now, if you guys have like those cellulite things in your body, stretch marks and stuff like that, then you will see that intermittent fasting really helps you also tighten your skin, and also, as I said already, that it makes the fat distribute in the right places and not on your waistline anymore. So it is really good in that sense. Another huge benefit of fasting is that when I started actually researching into that a little more deeper, which is claimed by a lot of doctors, but since I'm not an expert, I'm not a doctor, so I cannot really make a claim like that, but I really believe in that. If you do your research, you might, you know, see a lot of claims like it really increases your longevity, so you're going to live longer, you're going to live stronger and healthier and blah blah blah. But I truly kind of do believe in that, because if you think about it, our bodies are really not designed to have hunger, pain, and under pressure and all of that, and starve and stuff, you know. And when you start giving your body that stress, it really goes in defense mode, and when it does that, then it starts to fight back. It makes your body more proactive, building more energy. And by the way, the fun fact that human growth hormone obviously increases when you're fasting, that is usually not present when you have high glucose levels. So when you have food in your stomach, obviously insulin is going to be there. So when you don't have insulin, you actually have human growth hormone in your body, and that cannot exist when you have a lot of glucose or insulin, let's say. It is one of those hormones that also is responsible for your growth, so you have a lot more of that when you were younger, and that is when you were increasing your height and all of that. Obviously with time we have less of that, but when you're fasting, it's present in your body. And if you look at the benefits of the human growth hormone, also called the HGH, it has so many benefits. It also repairs tissues in the brain and other organs. It also helps repair your body and the cells after injury. And another great benefit of HGH is that it keeps you younger looking for a longer time. So it really works like as an anti-aging, in simple words, right? And it also enhances and increases longevity. Definitely a lot of benefits to that, because if you think about it, people like who used to fast for ages, if you know people like that in your real life, you definitely see a difference in their health. They look more radiant, they're more active, they're tall, they're well built and all of that. So they've always been keeping up with the intermittent fasting, kind of unconsciously and unknowingly so, but it's just now that it has been hyped up and kind of rebranded, and we have given this a fancy name of intermittent fasting, but in real it has actually always been there, always been existing here, right? So yeah, I think these were just like my 2 cents, and the reason why I really do it, because I definitely want my skin to be radiant and look great. I truly believe that we don't really need too much glucose levels high in our body at all times, obviously. I rather have the human growth hormone in my body working and doing its magic rather than high levels of insulin, because really that doesn't really do anything nice, does it? And by the way, another question before I go. So can I eat or drink during intermittent fasting? So no, you cannot eat anything during fasting, because obviously that would kill the purpose. You know, you want to keep insulin away, which means don't put anything in your stomach. As soon as you consume calories, glucose levels go high, and you don't want that, because really that's not a fast anymore, right? If you want to fast properly, start doing it for like 14 to 16 hours. I think that would be a good start, and then you can increase it to 20 hours and stuff, and have like a small eating window. That would make you feel so good, and your weight and your skin, everybody will be able to tell that you're doing something right to yourself. I truly believe that. So start doing that. And no, you cannot eat anything. I'm sorry, nothing with calories can be consumed. If you want to have anything, you can have green tea, black coffee, but then again with no sugar or no milk, because again then you don't want calories, okay? Water, yeah, have as much water as you can. And also, can you take your medicines while you are fasting? Now a lot of people say that yes, you can, and you should not miss your medicines or vitamins and stuff, but to be honest, personally, I don't want to put medicines and vitamins, capsules into my stomach when I don't have any food in my stomach there, right? Because it can really not be very good for your stomach. So what I like to do during my eating window, that's where I take my vitamins or anything that I'm taking with my meals. By the way, if you want to know what vitamins I take for my skin, the video will be linked down below in the description. It is a video that I did about what skin supplements I take, the benefits, and which ones you can start taking as a start. So make sure you watch that. I think the conclusion of this video would really just be that I definitely am a fan of intermittent fasting. It's a really healthy option to go for. It's also very sustainable, because I think with me it's been more than a year that I've been doing intermittent fasting on and off, and I think it's very sustainable. Like, it's something that you can make a part of your lifestyle. It's very easy to keep up with, unlike other diets that are so strict and that just require so much of effort and willpower. I think fasting in that way is a bit more easier to do, easier to achieve, as well as it's cheaper. It doesn't really cost much to fast, does it? It's actually quite cheap. And by the way, yes, I just fixed my hair because I'm gonna be recording another few videos today, and I just thought it would be a nice idea to actually get my hair sorted first, so I did that. So considering all of these facts that we talked about today, I hope you think about it. I hope you try it out. Let me know what you guys think. Let me also know if you guys are doing intermittent fasting or if you're not. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was very useful for you guys and you've learned something. If you guys have any further questions, or if you want to add something to this, please let me know down below in the comment section, and I will read them and I'll try to reply. Thank you so much for also supporting my channel. Even though I haven't really worked on my channel as much, I just take that as like a joke sometimes. I don't know, but I think I really need to start taking it a bit more seriously and also talk about really useful and serious subjects, because I know I get a lot of questions from you guys which are serious questions. Thank you for watching.